one.
That's the one that when you, and then now I know.
Change the mindset, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I know, okay, well, I missed that one. I got to reset myself, and now this will get me back.
Hi, my name is Bobby Patton. I'm out here at the Zinger compound. Beautiful day. We're going to work with a couple tools for my guys over at PowerNet. First, we have our PowerNet golf ball net, kind of tighter seams to hold. Really what we're using are these weighted micro balls. Regular nets, it's a little bit too big in between the seams. It's not going to work. So the golf net works awesome, as you'll see. These weighted micro balls, they're different sizes. Each color represents a different weight. We got 3.5 ounces, 5.5, 7.5, and 9.5 ounces. The idea of a weighted ball is to be able to train your body to swing, hit a heavier object so we finish through and get proper extension. And to use that, we're going to be using this sweet PowerNet Sweet Spot bat. It's a nice 31-inch bat, metal, so it really helps hitting the weighted ball. If you use a regular bat, they kind of like to spin off a little bit. This really kind of keeps them solid, and it has this little power sweet spot area so you can focus on your location of where you're trying to barrel up balls and really kind of have a visual reference. Today I got my guy Isaac. He's a catcher, pro ball guy. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Catcher, I'll be playing in Cleburne, Texas this year for the Railroaders of the American Association. A couple years here in independent ball now. I've been working with Bobby here for a little bit. Just gonna try this new product out here.
See how it goes. So, as you see over here, we're gonna do a little sequence. It's gonna be 4 balls, heaviest to lightest, 3 different sets. These micro balls, they come in a pack of 12. It's awesome. And having 4 different balls and essentially 3 sets through the swing, on your 12 swings, it's gonna be broken down into 3 different parts. So you can really see, and as we'll be able to see when he swings, the difference between the heaviest and the lightest in the first set and how to make an adjustments for that second and third set. So let's get a little front toss in. So basically, the heaviest balls were first and ended with the lightest ones. What did you feel through that set of 4?
Being able to make sure in that first one with the heaviest, for sure, I have to make sure that I'm definitely getting through. And being able to feel that on the first and heaviest ball will allow me to kind of hone in on exactly what I'm trying to do with the smaller, lighter ones as the set progresses. I'm going to be able to refocus my energy now, starting the second set, to really refocus that extension on each pitch, starting with the heavy ball again.
Here we go. Last one. Boom. All right, so we saw the first round and saw how it developed a little bit, how we can make adjustments through your first set of 4 and continue on. Micro balls are awesome. Why are they different from just a regular weighted ball? Here's the thing, you're also focusing on your extension through as you would with a regular weighted ball. But if you look at the difference in size, I really have to hone in to hit these golf ball size correctly. Our regular weighted balls, yeah, they work too. Same kind of goal to accomplish, but this is actually developing your recognition and being able to barrel up a smaller target. So come game time, this now looks like a watermelon. All right, so we're gonna roll through one more set. We're gonna try and change it up a little bit and show you a different variation that we think will kind of produce some good results, some good feeling with the swing. So again, we're gonna start heaviest to lightest for the first set. Okay, so first set's done. Now we're gonna go lightest to heaviest to switch it up. Notice the difference there. Working from lightest to heaviest, we don't have that same feeling.
Yeah, that kind of cheat towards the end a little bit. Now you kind of refocus yourself to, I got the heavy object at the end. If I get a little tired, I have to make sure that my mechanics are even better.
Yep. Okay. And that last set is going to be heavy to lightest again. Boom, there we go. And here's the biggest thing too. The difference between the lightest and heaviest is about, let's see, 6 ounces. All right. To be able to hit this ball correctly, everything has to work and we have to get extension. To be able to hit this ball, it's an underloaded ball, it's only 3.5 ounces. We could cheat and have kind of bad mechanics and still hit this ball hard. But kind of having both ends of the spectrum here, this keeps us on target. So when we get to the lighter one, now the swing is mechanical and it's a proper kind of swing to get better results. What's your overall thought?
I mean, I would use these as a professional hitter. I would for sure use these as like a warm up before I got into the cage or something. I mean, I would even almost could eliminate the tee because I'm going through every drill that I would go on a tee, but now I'm hitting a moving object with some weight to it so I can actually feel my swing rather than just kind of getting on a tee and just taking regular hacks that I really might not even care that much about. Now I'm getting something out of this drill.
Reversal. How'd you like the second set where after the first heavy to lightest, then we went the lightest to heaviest? How'd that feel?
Like I was saying to you a little bit earlier, I like the way that felt because it kind of locked me back in. I felt on the last swing of that second set where the heavy ball was last, I pulled off it. And it's where you really have to focus mechanically now because I'm going on those light balls where I can get away with it a little bit like you talked about.
Right.
It has to make me focus back in now to understand I'm hitting those heavier balls. And now I have to really focus on, all right, what is my hand path? Am I getting that proper extension? And I'm not pulling off that heavy ball that ends that second round. So that's what's a beautiful thing about mixing up your sequences, using different size, whatever weight you want to go with it. I mean, it's pretty much up to you. That's what's the coolest part about having so many different weights is.
And different hitters need to focus on different things. And this gives you the flexibility. Hey, I can do light to heavy to middle to light to low to light and switch it up depending on your hitter and really have fun and play around with it.
Exactly. I think it keeps it more fun too. There's just so many different variations of it.
It keeps it from getting monogamous and tee off the tee. You're just hitting the same ball every time. This is kind of fun. You have to think, you have to be refocused because there's a different weight coming at you every time.
100%. 100%.
All right, we're back. We're going to kind of use these micro heavy balls in a different scenario. Besides just the offensive game, they can serve more than one purpose. In some of our catching work, receiving, it's very important to receive the ball. How many times out of 10 do you throw a guy out? Maybe 1 out of 10. How many times out of 10 do you have to block a ball? Maybe 1 or 2 out of 10. How many times out of 10 do you have to catch a ball? 10 out of 10. So receiving is very important. And even at his level, we still need to focus in on the receiving. So using these micro heavy balls, once again, smaller target, smaller ball surface, so he has to really focus in to receive properly. And 2, we're going to throw random weights at him. The heavier balls, if we can stick these orange balls properly, boom, come a regular baseball, come the lighter ball, we're going to have no problem. If we allow the heavier one, the orange one, to take us, that's going to be an issue. And that's a big issue in a lot of kids that we see catching as well. It's being able to stick these pitches. He's experienced guys throwing 95 miles an hour, and how he prepares himself is with the heavy micro balls. So we're going to go through this one. The order doesn't really matter as much. We're just going to kind of flip through random balls. So he has to have that laser focus, boom, for every one. The only difference, when I say random, we're going to start with the orange one. To set the bar, boom, we have to stick right away with the heavy and kind of go from there. So let's have you sit back here. All right. So what do you feel? What's the differences you feel there between the heavy and the light?
When you stick that heavy ball and it's followed by a light ball, it's one of those, like you talk about the focus of, if I really try to stick that light ball like I did the heavy ball, it's gonna look over framed. I'm gonna definitely feel that extra little jump that I have in my hand, where I'm always trying to work a little bit up or back into that zone as a catcher would. But mixing up the weights a lot just really focuses on, I'm not over framing. I'm simply feeling the receiving part. I'm becoming a receiver, and I'm no longer a catcher. Now I'm that receiver that I want to be.
Right. Awesome. Let's go through one more. Boom. And just like that, we get to get our work in. Not only are we focusing on, like we said, the receiving part, but also we have to laser focus with a smaller ball. Now, when you're seeing 95 with a little bit of movement, now we've prepared for it. Do you agree?
Absolutely, 100%.
Awesome. And this is just one of the things on the catching time mindset to be able to use a product we already have to get better. I'm going to focus in a little bit. He's going to roll me a couple of these heavy balls. We're going to work infield a little bit. I'm using a little pancake glove. I like to use these to work with the hands. So we're going to work, and it's the same mindset. If I can be able to really get and field the ball on the heavy one, not let the glove be taken, come the lighter one, I'm going to be more prepared. So start again, orange. Boom. As you saw, I missed one. That's a great, I guess, drill to use with the smaller balls. I have to really focus in. I don't have a big baseball. I have to focus in a smaller target, and I'm a believer if I can do it with these small balls, different weights, come with a baseball, everything's going to be easier. So just another way, incorporate micro heavy balls into defensive work. Not only do we train hitting with it, we want to be an overall player. And I believe this is a great tool to be able to train offense and defense. So you get a little bit more bang for your buck. Awesome. Well, thanks to my guys at PowerNet. If you're interested, they sell them on Amazon. Real easy. If you're Prime, you get free 2-day shipping. Boom. Hey, you got your net, your micro. It's a golf net. Made for micro balls. You get your sweet spot bat. You get your micro heavy balls. You're good to go. Thanks for your time.
Pick one up.